80% of women are filing for divorce. 90% of educated women are filing for divorce. Who holds the accountability when it comes to broken families? Because we know that 80% of males that are in prison come from single parent households. So if 90% of educated women are filing for divorce and 70% or over of women are filing for divorce, who is holding that responsibility and how do we fix it? Like that's a big part. So Zadok, you go first. Who's responsible for this and how do we fix it?
You don't know who's responsible for it. All you know is women is filing for divorce. You don't know why. That's one. Number two, as far as fixing it, Negroes need to keep their legs closed. All of you girls who your mama and your grandmamas told you don't be out here opening your legs, and you did, you throwing clothes out the back window, sneaking wearing clothes to school your mama told you not to, you need to stop. What I'm saying is, I'm gonna say what Frederick Douglass said. It's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. It is easier to build strong young women than to repair broken women. That's the answer. There's going to have to be a generation that wakes up and raises a generation of men and women who actually have a better opportunity. You know what my mama told me when I was young, audience? When parents say they want their children to have a better opportunity than they did, parents have to realize you don't have to be the fullness of what better opportunity looks like. But but more children will have a better chance of becoming what parents want their children to be if they see their parents striving for better. Because other than that, you're going to tell your children there's something better out there, but they don't find the possibility of what better starts to look like in their own family. So what's going to fix that? Somewhere in whatever is causing the marriages to break up, someone is being selfish. Someone has been disloyal and let the other person down. And those stats simply don't give us any numbers on how many of those marriages dissolve because the woman is foul versus the man being foul. It just tell you that women is the one filing for divorce. That's it. And that's the truth. And ain't no other stat nobody gonna bring up that's gonna prove otherwise.
All right. Can I respond?
Yeah, go ahead, respond. You don't need me to repeat the question, right?
No.
Got you.
Um. Here's okay. Here's the thing. What he's missing is this. Again, I said earlier, I don't support, fornication, so men just bed hopping or whatever. I don't support that, right? Here's the problem. Women control access to sex. Men control access to marriage or commitment. Men are the ones who ask, will you marry me? Women are the gatekeepers to sex. They control sex and they control who gets born. Okay. And I'm talking secularly speaking, right? But it's true regardless, but I'm talking secularly speaking. So what I mean by that is that men adapt. Gone are the days where women are requiring a man to marry them before she gives it up. Okay. We're not talking about a crime. So I don't want to argue from any extremes, no extremes. We're talking about regular people, regular man, regular woman getting together here in America. That's all we're talking about. Women used to be virtuous to the point to where it was required. She would require, hey, are you going to be my husband? Are we going to get, okay, let's get married. Okay. No sex before married. What do we say to women? Marry before you carry. That's accountable for both people, isn't it? If a woman is actually marrying before she carries, that means she's got married and then she had a child. That means the guy, okay, married her first before he got her pregnant. So that's already accountability on both parts. But let's not forget that the woman has the access to the sex. So if he can't spit some words, if he can't have some sweet words in game, if he can't some swag, if none of that stuff worked, and she said, I don't care what kind of car you drive, I don't care what kind of house you have, I don't care about any of that, or we getting married before we get in the bed. Guess what men have to do? They have to adapt. It's just that simple. They have to adapt when it comes to sex. You harped on, oh, well, men running around, they're fornicating, they sleeping with all these people, they're derelicts, they're this, they're that, and all that. Okay, great. Guess what? Who is the gatekeeper to the sex? And again, I'm not talking about any crimes, so I don't want you rebuttaling. Well, what if he takes an essay and all that? I don't want to hear that. Okay, none of that. We're talking about regular, no crimes. The woman says whether or not the man can have sex with her. And the first thing you said, trying to hold the guys accountable, this is blue pill. First thing you said, oh, guys, they need to keep their legs closed. Most guys don't have women beating on the door saying, oh, please lay down with me. The average guy doesn't have that. The average guy is trying to get sex, but the average guy don't have that. But the average guy is trying to get it. So the average guy's DM is not loaded up with people trying to sleep with them. But the average woman's DM is. She posts this, she posts this, she posts that. She posts, her breasts are out, or she has something scantily clad, or something like that. Guys, men adapt. They do what works. If it doesn't take me, and I'm not saying I would do it, I'm talking about the average guy. If it doesn't take me having to put a ring on it to get it, then that's what guys gonna do. What is the old saying? Why buy the cow if the milk is for free? I didn't say it's right. I said it happens. That's why you have that. So the accountability goes to the woman because she's the gatekeeper of it. And we can go to the next question.
Question is to Rob Reed.